Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I guess I should say welcome, Breakthrough Artist of the Year,
Thank you.
Junos.
Yes.
We all watched it. It was amazing. I mean,
you.
first of all, like you deserved it, but
Thank you.
the outfit is so epic. And my friend and I, before you took the stage, my friend and I were talking about how he was like, I just want to wear a cape. That's all I want to do in my life is like find a time to wear a cape.
I did, yeah.
You did it. So can you walk us through that?
Sure. We were going for Game of Thrones chic. I still wore Crocs. I wore the like work Crocs that like nurses wear that don't have holes in them.
It's funny. I was wondering what would like your shoes. I was wondering if they were the new Crocs because I heard there's new Crocs that like have heels and stuff on them. And
they're going hard right now.
Yeah, yeah.
But these were just like the workwear.
Oh, cool.
The anti-slip workwear Crocs.
Okay.
This was dreamed up by myself and my stylist, my girlfriend, Murphy, who's incredible. And we brought it to a tailor in Toronto named Philip Sparks, who blew us away with what he created. And yeah, it was perfect. It was exactly what I was looking for.
It was like such an experience to watch it because you have obviously, your voice is incredible.
Thank you.
But your voice and then with the visuals, it's like, I often find Canadians, we're like just shy to go all out. Sometimes I feel like we're always, the neighbors, and we're never the ones to be like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do an epic job. And you did that.
Thank you. Yeah. The Junos were great too. Like the whole team there, they just asked me what I wanted. And in February, I wrote like a second by second breakdown of exactly what the performance was going to be and what needed to be on the screens and what the colors were. And they did exactly what I asked for, like minute to minute. So
amazing.
Yeah.
I'll take that now.
They were great.
It's great.
It was a great experience. I would love to do it again sometime.
I think you probably will do it again sometime,
yeah,
right?
I'm hoping.
Yeah. Of all the nominations you had, was that the one that you wanted to win the most?
Honestly, I was just going to be happy to win anything. And I mean, I went 0 for 4 for the first 4 awards. And so I wasn't expecting to get anything, which was also okay. I was just happy to be there performing and hanging out with my friends. And I still there's like white nail polish on my nails. That's from the Junos. I just can't get it off.
You're supposed to like I think you're supposed to go to a salon. Is it Schlack? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no clue. But it's just still there. It won't go away.
It's
so
like remnants
It's a
of
lasting
the win,
memory. Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. So let's go back. Let's go back to where this all started because I mean, this has been a pretty crazy journey. It feels like COVID was only yesterday. That moment when you were, feeling lonely and you were in your bedroom and you wrote this song. I think for a lot of musicians listening to this story, that's inspiring. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, it was one of those nights where I just went to sleep and woke up with a guitar beside me and decided to just try making something. I think during COVID, that's what I was mostly focused on, was just improving my writing and trying to find a special moment. And it just happened to happen in the middle of the night. And the song just came out all as one kind of cohesive thought. I haven't really had that experience that much, unfortunately. I wish I had it more often, but I think it's like, getting struck by lightning. And I try and set up the same conditions as that night, and I have a guitar beside my bed now and trying to recreate.
So you try to be like lonely in your bedroom to
it's tough though. I have a wonderful partner and so I'm like almost never by myself and lonely, which I prefer. But it was just the right time for the right words and the right time on earth, and everything just lined up. You
had also just watched is it Interstellar?
Interstellar is one of them. Yeah, I was on a space movie kick that week, and it just space and isolation and all of that just all came together at one time.
So if you could say one thing to Matthew McConaughey right now, what would that be?
I'm trying to buy a Matthew McConaughey signed something right now. It's funny. I'll give you the whole thing. Matthew McConaughey, you're sexy. That's all I want to say. I think he's just a very cool, hot dude. And that's it. I appreciate his manliness, and I just think he's really cool. That's I mean, there's a million things I could say to him, but just like You're a handsome devil, you.
You're a
I don't know.
handsome devil.
But so something that starts to happen when you get a little more known publicly is there's like autograph hounds that happen to be all around. And I respect what they do. They grind. They find where you are somehow, and they make you sign poor quality photos of yourself that they can sell on the internet, which is great. And a lot of the times I'll be straight up with them and be like, I hope you make good money on this. Like, good luck. And a lot of them are down to earth enough to like be like, thanks, like appreciate it. Like, I'm going to try. And then I start to think that I actually am trying to get the same thing of Matthew McConaughey that probably an autograph hound has hounded him for. And so I can only respect the culture of autograph people and autograph
So
hounding.
like, wait, what are you trying to get from Matthew?
Well, like on eBay, you can look up like anybody's name and then like signed something. And so they make like these big plaques that have like this one I've been tracking it on eBay for a while because I'm trying to get a good deal. And it's like the poster for Interstellar and then like a signed Matthew McConaughey photo and like it's like kind of in a plaque. It's really nice. But
you're going to look back at this interview one day and you're going to be like you're going to be at the Grammys and Matthew's going to be bringing you up and you're going to remember this moment.
That'd be great.
You know,
I have like a shrine at home above a piano, and it's like all of these cool things I've collected, and one of them is like Elijah Wood, like as Frodo. I have like a signed thing, Lord of the Rings thing that he did.
Yeah.
And then I have some like old books and like Tolkien stuff and like collectibles, and so I just want to add like the Matthew McConaughey Interstellar thing to it because I think it'd be sick.
It would be perfect.
Anyway, I don't even know what I'm getting at, but
no, I love it.
Autograph hounds, I respect you. That's what I'm saying.
You recently toured with Shania.
Yes.
So did you get to talk to her a lot? Did you get to meet her?
I got to talk to her a bit. I mean, she's like a 1%er that like she's in a whole different world than I think everyone else, and probably constantly surrounded by people asking for things. And so I got to see her for a few minutes, and that was great. She signed my first CD that I ever got, which was Up by Shania Twain. And that's like the first album I ever had. And so she signed it a couple different places, and she was very sweet. And I'm playing again with her in Newfoundland this summer, which is great.
Is there anything you learned from watching her be this insane performer?
Yes, that even though she's kind of at this huge level and like beyond stardom, that she still puts thought into all the aspects of her performance, which I thought was great. And still made time for me, which was really sweet.
Oftentimes musicians, they will praise artists that are incredibly successful or artists that are just kind of coming up. And right now you're in with a great group of people who I feel like are just ready to pop. Luke Halla would be one of them.
Luke Halla's great. We love Luke.
Okay, is there anything you can say about any of those artists that are there
in this Toronto class or Canada class right now? Yeah, I mean, I love everyone coming up right now that I've met. Lou is super great. I've known her for years. She's definitely deserves the moment that she's having, and she's going to have. The Beaches. I love the Beaches. The ladies are awesome. So sweet and so nice. Asanabi is incredible. I love Evan. Everyone that's around that I've met that's kind of in this world has been super sweet. I think we're going into the golden age.
Yeah, is that what you're calling
why not?
it? Yeah, I like it.
The golden age of Canadian music. It's coming back. I feel like there was like another golden age.
Like the early 2000s?
Yeah, like the Nickelback kind of vibe, like when all that stuff was happening.
Absolutely.
And there's someone else who was really great. I'm so bad with names. Simple Plan, like that kind of whole vibe. I love that time, and so trying to make that happen again.
One thing I've noticed about you and your music specifically is that when you go through the comments on your YouTube, I've never seen anything like this, where everyone will listen to all of your songs. And I think one person said something so perfect. They said, it's like a forgotten memory. It's like your music has this ability to put people in their past, like put people back to a moment. It's very nostalgic. How are you able to create that?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I love that people find meaning in what I have to say. That's very sweet and very, very good. I mean, I think that's what music's about. That's what music's about for me. But I feel like I just write from the heart, and I try to be as honest and as straightforward, and I write very visually, I think, a lot of the time. And so I think people can see what I'm trying to say. I don't know how it works. Like, music's one of those things where, like, within a minute you can create like magic out of thin air, you know. It becomes a product, and it becomes something you make, like, just by moving your hands and opening your mouth. And so I think there's nothing really that exists like it on earth. And for some reason, everyone loves music, and so there's got to be something to it with our brains. And I don't know, it just brings people somewhere.
I often feel like people don't even realize that music is the secret ingredient sometimes in life. Like, it's like you go through all of these things. Like, next week we have an eclipse, the week after, and people don't realize it's the music you're listening to when you're experiencing life that really makes it powerful.
The only thing that's close to it is like smells. I feel like if I smell something and then I smell it again, and then you kind of have the same memory, that kind of vibe. Yeah. I feel like music does that too.
5 years ago, did you think that you would be about to pop like you're popping right now?
I always hoped. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've been really focused, and I worked really hard at it, and I think anyone can do it if they try hard enough.
Are you enjoying it though?
Yeah. Honestly, right now, I'm probably enjoying it the most the last few months than I have ever. Like, because when Mars went viral, it was like really quick and kind of got thrown into it, and there wasn't a lot of time to enjoy stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of decisions and a lot of like time management and learning a lot of new skills. And then now it's kind of like things are like this, and it's relaxed and making people happy, and that's what I want.
If you could say, something to a musician out there who's feeling lonely, feeling that pain, what would you say to them?
That's a good question. I think writing became a form of therapy for me. And so I think if others have the desire to get things out, and music happens to be the best way to do it, then go for it. And if you're trying to be a writer and you're trying to be successful, the best advice I can give you is to write 1 million songs, and one of them is going to end up being good, just by chance.
By the way, I heard that you cried for the first time in Montreal.
Yeah, that's become a sticking point.
I know. I love it. I love that. Like, listen, you're out there talking about that. That's something that needs to be heard.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where like things get overwhelming on stage and you're close to crying, but I think it just like it was just like a 10-minute ovation. I don't know. It felt like 10 minutes. Maybe it wasn't. It was happening to me, so I wasn't experiencing it from the outside, but it just like by minute 2 or 3 it started being like, oh, this is crazy. Yeah. And it was just one of those things, and I'm sure it'll happen again sometime, but it was like a real like realization moment, and that I had done something special, and it was just one of those ripples in the time that you just experience something that's a little overwhelming.
Wouldn't you just love to bottle that and just like have that moment? Yeah,
I mean, those moments happen. I feel like those moments have happened while I've been writing, and you just like something really gets you, and it's just an emotional release, and it was very sweet. It was very nice.
Awesome. Well, good luck, Danforth, right?
Danforth tonight, yeah. And then Saturday, I think, something like that.
Yeah, good luck. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you.
And congratulations. Everyone is talking about you right now.
Nice.
It's like you're the person to talk about.
You're saying nice things.
They're saying great things. So,
any press is good press, I guess, right?
All right. Well, we'll make sure we say something mean just to get the press going,
just
right?
mean comments.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, the internet loves mean comments right now.
Oh, God. So. That's what I hate, though, right?
Hey, you know what? That's the way it goes. It's okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.